Hello guys, and welcome to this Mobirise tutorial series in which I'm going to show you how to create fully functional custom Mobirise blocks. In this first tutorial video, I'm going to show you how to turn on and off objects using the Mobirise parameters. So this is what we are going to be creating in this tutorial. A basic block that has the ability to turn on and off every single element. So let's get started by deleting this block and creating a new one. So go to add block to page, and usually you would use the custom HTML block, but if you actually want to have the Mobirise functionality enabled, you need to go ahead and pick a already existing block. So pick one that you are unlikely to ever use. I'm going to use this one right here. And then go to edit code, and you can go ahead and delete all of the CSS, all of the divs, and all of the Mobirise parameters. So all that you should have left is the section and the Mobirise parameters. Go ahead and click save and close, and you should have a completely blank page. Now let's go ahead and create our basic block. So I'm going to create a new div with the clause container. Inside the container, I'm going to create a row. Inside the row, I want two columns of the same size. So I'm going to go ahead and do div clause col 6. And I'm going to copy and paste this one. So in the first column, we want to have an image, and in the second column, we want some text. So let's go ahead and create the image here. img clause img fluid, and the source to the image. You can leave this blank for now. We'll add an image from the Mobirise editor. For the second column, we'll do h1, and I'll say lorem ipsum. Now create an h2, lorem ipsum 2, and then finally create a paragraph. I'm gonna copy and paste some dummy text for this one, like so. Now you can go ahead and save and close, and you can see that we have now an image here, we have some text here. So let's go ahead and change the image. I'll pick something from my desktop here, this one. Okay, so as you can see, you can actually edit this text already, but if you try to use the edit site styles and, for example, try to increase the size of the text, you can see that it's not going to affect it at all. I'll show you how to add this functionality in the next tutorial. This one is just going to focus on how to turn on and off elements. So let's go ahead and change this back to lorem ipsum. And let's go ahead and add our first parameter here. So to do that, what you need to do is go to edit code, and inside the parameters right here, we're going to add a checkbox. So do input and then type checkbox and give it a title. The title is the text that's going to show up inside the block parameters. So I'm going to call it show h1, then give it a name. I'll do show h1 all in lowercase and give it a default value. I'm going to have it checked. Okay. Click save and close. And if you now open up the block parameters, you can see that you have a new parameter here that says show h1. If you try to turn this off, nothing's actually going to happen. So we're going to have to add some functionality for that. So the way you actually make it possible to turn something off is by adding a function called mbr-if to the element that you want to affect. So here in the h1, what you want to do is type mbr-if, and then the name that you set right here. So not the title, but the name. So show h1. Paste that in, click save and close, and now if you try to turn this off, you can see that it's actually going to be turned off. So it's pretty simple on how you can turn on and off items. So let's go ahead and add this to all of the remaining elements. So copy and paste this 3 times. The first one is going to be H2. Second one is going to be paragraph. And the fourth one is going to be img. Now what you want to do is add the mobirise if function to all of the remaining elements. So this one will be show h2, this one will be mbr-if show p, and for the image we'll do mbr-if show img. Okay, let's see if that worked. So as you can see, you can now turn on and off every single element on the page. And like I said, in the next tutorial, I'll show you how to add the edit site styles functionality to your text. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.